So, about 3 hours ago, I beat the answer. Yeah. And this is a really awkward episode, because this is the only one that's post-com. Because as you probably saw in the last one, I was not in the mood to speak afterwards, so I just played for a bit. The problem is, I've already recorded the post-com for this episode, and honestly, it's how long is it for? Like, this video is 24 minutes long, almost, and it's about 15 minutes of me just listing why I hate the answer. Now, some of my points are still valid, and I'm wondering if I should leave some of that in, or just cut this in at the beginning, because I'm a lazy git. I don't necessarily want to sit here and re-record post-com for an episode that already has post-com recorded, but the post-com in this episode was recorded when I was in a very, very bad mood, as you would have saw in the last episode, and this being episode 10 now, let's just say that the two of you that do watch this, you are strongly aware of my feelings, and they haven't changed per se. Like, in this episode when it was recorded, I was far, far worse than in our conversation. But now, how would I describe this? I'm gonna just repeat some of what I said during the end credits, which is episode 27 or so, 26, 27. So it's gonna be a ways off, because this is episode 10, so that's about 16, 17 work days away. So I'm just gonna repeat some of what I said here. I don't hate the answer. Haven't beaten it now. I don't hate the answer, but I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it to someone, but if someone wanted to play it, I wouldn't discourage them from playing it. It's in this weird... How would I describe it? I hate most of the gameplay, because most of the gameplay is just tedious, non-stop grinding with very little payoff.
Still alive.
That being said, if you can survive that, you get Persona 3 level story. I can't speak for the whole series, I can't speak for SMT's story, but it's good story. And as you see throughout my progression in the next like 16 episodes or whatever, and even like the 9 before this, the game, the playing the game slowly breaks me down mentally. But every time I get story, it's like, oh okay, let's keep going. I need to see what's next. I need this. I need to know. So I don't know where I stand with the answer. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It is very, very, what's the word? Polarizing. It's very polarizing. Either it's literally you love it or you hate it, or you love it and you hate it. It's weird. I don't. Sorry, hold on. My headphones have died, so I've got to put them back on charge. Don't worry, I'm a professional. I know, but I just can't think of where I stand with this. For the most part, I hated playing it, but I'm glad I did. I'm glad I pushed through. I'm glad I beat it. I'm glad I saw the story for myself. I'm fucking glad I beat the last boss in 2 attempts. Underleveled. Booyah. Well, I say underleveled. The end boss is level 80. I was 79, but still, Yeah. But
The enemy.
where else? What else can I say? 'Cause you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna fill up 24 minutes of time. Why not? That being said, I should probably play the episode as I do this, so I know like when to shut up when there's text. What are we at now? 5.
Last one. Don't let
About
your guard
5.
down.
Let's 548. Sure. Let's say roughly there. Let's say roughly there.
I'll do my best until the very
This is a train wreck. I should have started the thing beforehand. What else did I talk? I didn't just bash the game for 23 minutes. I talked about other stuff as well. I can't remember what. Oh yeah, Persona 4 Golden. I spent hours looking for a way to emulate Persona 4 Golden. There is no way. The Vita has only just recently been hacked. There's no emulators at all. I think I brought this up in episode 21, which is earlier today for me. But yeah, it only just recently got hacked. There's no emulators. The only way to play Persona 4 Golden is on a PS Vita. And there was a moment while I was sitting there on Amazon looking at a PS Vita for £140, and I was just sitting there thinking like, I could do this. I could do this if I really wanted to. I'm not gonna though. If anything, and it pains me, because again, like very selective OCD tendencies, there's some things I cannot allow myself to do. Like play games out of order. Like the only reason I for the longest time I was dead set on starting with Persona 1. The only reason why I didn't is because a friend like put his hand on my shoulder and was like, okay, no, listen. The games have very little to do with each other. It's like Final Fantasy. Start with Persona 3. So I was like, okay, I'll start with Persona 3. Because I physically cannot bring myself to play things out of order, or to play the version of the game that doesn't have all the content. Like the reason why I played FES is because FES has the answer. That's the only reason. Because it had the answer. If it didn't have the answer, and it was just two versions. One was FES because it was like newly updated graphics or whatever. Probably just would have went with the original. It wouldn't have mattered to me. But FES had the answer, and it also has some extra shit. So I had to play FES. Persona 4 Golden has the true ending, and it's gonna literally tear me up inside that I am not allowed to get the actual ending for Persona 4. I'm gonna play through the game, get the ending, and then throughout the entire ending I'm gonna sit there like, this doesn't matter. This isn't canon. This is a lie. My 100 odd hours in this game amount to nothing. Most people, that wouldn't bother them that much. It will eat me up inside. I know this to be true, but what can you do? Hey, I'm not gonna buy a Vita for one game, so I'm gonna get around to Persona 4 eventually. Not right away, not right after this, because I have two Let's Plays I want to finish, because they are on hold at the moment. There's Witcher 3 Blood and Wine, because I've done Witcher 3, I've done Hearts of Stone, I just need to finish Blood and Wine, and I'm done with the Witcher series entirely, because I've done Witcher 1, Witcher 2, which is great. And Darksiders 2. That was on hold because I had PC technical problems. I believe those are sorted now, so I've got to start that back up. And then when I'm done with those two, Blood and Wine and Darksiders 2, then I'll boot up Persona 4. And probably Nier. I was meant to start Nier a while ago, but I just didn't get around to it, honestly. Like, it's been out for about a month now, maybe more. No, it's been out for a month now, yeah. I meant to start it a while ago, but I just never got around to it. And then I was going to start it after Gravity Rush 2, but I have two Let's Plays waiting for me, and I can't allow myself not to complete them. Again, very selective OCD tendencies. I don't know what it is. It's just some things where my brain's just like, no, I will not allow this to happen. I don't know. I mean, my brain's weird like that, but yeah. So Persona 4, that's gonna be a thing. It's gonna eat me up inside that it's not the actual ending with the actual real content and 2 missing S-links and stuff like that and missing features, but I'm gonna have to just suck it up. I'm gonna have to just suck it up.
3 days enemies. This is our
Then
chance.
there's Persona 5. I'm not gonna get to that for a fucking good long time. Because one, Atlas doesn't want me to, because again, they hate Westerners or something, I don't know. It's like, no, we just want to avoid spoilers, really. The game's been out in Japan for like 5 months now. The entire game's plot is on Wikipedia. If you wanted to avoid spoilers, you've done a piss poor job, but I digress. I'm not even gonna jump straight into Persona 5, because after Persona 4, I have Arena on my shelf. I have Ultimax downloading on my PS3 as we speak. So I've got 2 fighting games to get through, and spoiler alert, I'm not good at fighting games. I'm worse at fighting games than I am at SMT games. And that's saying something, because I ain't particularly great at this game. I ain't particularly great at Persona 3 or the answer. So
There's 1 enemy.
you're gonna see me attempt to play through 2 fighting games before I get back to the JRPG. And that's gonna be fun. Oh no, by the time I even get to Ultimax, hell, by the time I even get to Arena, because who knows how long Persona 4 is gonna be. So by the time I even get to anything really, Atlas might have lifted its streaming ban
There are
for
3 enemies.
Persona 5, so that'll be great. I tell you what though, I'm gonna have to get the fight to be spoiler free. Because with Persona 3, Persona 4, it didn't matter. Because back in the day when these games were like the new hot shit, I did not care. So any spoiler that came my way just straight over my head. Didn't matter. And the only things I kept in over time were just things that were pounded into my head. Like Aegis. And how for the longest time I was certain her name was pronounced Aegis. Because that's what was pounded into my head. The Japanese pronunciation of her name is Aegis. And Igor, I thought he'd be a bigger thing. He's not, but I saw him everywhere.
My skill
And Persona 4, again, I think I'm just repeating stuff I said in episode 21 now, but all I know about Persona 4 is there's a murder mystery, there's a teddy bear who replaces Fuka, more or less. Everyone, like, a lot of people hate Yakiko. I think that's her name, Yakiko, for some reason. The girl with the black hair and the red sailor shirt thing. What's it called? The Japanese schoolgirl thing. Fuki? I'm not sure what it's called, but she wears red. Her color scheme is red, and she has black hair. Apparently, people don't like her. Violently don't like her. I don't know. I know people like Chie for some reason. I don't know. She's a tomboy. I don't. From what I've seen, which isn't much, but from what I've seen, she's just a basic tomboy. I don't get it. That's about it. That's about all I know about it. There's also something about TVs. I don't know why, but there's a lot of TV stuff in Persona 4. I don't know. I'm just bullshitting right now. I don't know. I should get back on track. But like right now, I have the video open with my old my old commentary. My old commentary playing in my ear right now, so I can sort of like get an idea of what I was talking about, and it's somewhat fucking me up.
I mustn't falter.
So I might just stop here and then just take commentary from the last recording and just throw it in. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stop this recording here and I'm gonna just throw in shit from the last recording of this episode. So, yeah, I've beaten the answer. I don't hate it, but it's very, very flawed. Fun fact, that was my first ever video game. Superman 64, my first ever video game. I remember sitting there, I got the game before I even had the N64. Because, I don't even remember why, but I had the game before the console. So I was sitting there, I was like, I'm going to play this. I'm going to play the fuck out of this. Then the day came, finally got an N64, popped to Superman 64. I found out what Superman 64 was. It was fucking dreadful. But you know what? I beat it. I fucking beat it.
Akihiko-kun, wait! Akihiko-kun!
Hold on a sec. You're the captain, aren't you?
Quit pushing! Practice time's over!
That's Junpei's voice actor.
Hey, you! Sonata-kun, right?
That's right.
That was an amazing bout. I've never seen a junior high fighter deliver a KO like that. I'm with the school you were up against in the finals. What do you say about enrolling with us? We'll give you a fat scholarship. You'd only have to pay half your tuition.
Hey, you're from another school? That's against the rules and you know it!
Sorry, but I don't see any reason to join a school that places second. Get out of here.
Liam O'Brien's voice coming out of younger Akihiko sounds weird.
Akihiko-kun is so cool!
He is.
You hear that? He'd never go to your loser school.
Come on already, go home! Damn it, we can't leave until you guys do.
Couldn't you have handled that a little more politely?
Oh yeah, fun time. Fun time.
I heard it gets crowded after practice, so I waited here instead.
The fact that you see like 3 stages of Mitsuru throughout this epilogue is fine in my book. That's the one thing it does good. Thank you. That and Metis.
3rd year, Class C, Akihiko Sanada.
What do you want?
Aren't you going to ask who I am?
No need. Whatever you've come for, I don't want to get involved. All I want is to train and get stronger.
It's nothing troublesome. I have a very simple request.
A request?
I have enemies that need defeating. They're not people, I assure you. You wouldn't be bound by the rules of boxing. No. The enemies I speak of, they're related to what you've recently been experiencing each midnight. You see, I'm in the same situation. I experience the same thing you do. The difference is, I know what it means. If you come with me, I'll share what I know with you.
Who are you?
Mitsuru Kirijo. I'm a 3rd year, like yourself.
Kirijo. I've heard that name before.
You said you wanted to build your strength. What you really need is a riskier challenge. And with this, you can challenge them.
I like the idea that she says you need a riskier challenge, and yet the first time we see Akihiko, he tried taking on a full moon shadow and got fucked up. I love that.
The door vanished this time too.
First Ken's past and now mine. What in the world does it mean?
I have no idea either. That really brought me back though. We were both in junior high then.
What is junior high?
To tell the truth, I thought that girl was crazy until I first summoned my persona. What was I supposed to expect when you gave me what looked like a gun 5 minutes after meeting me?
What is the English equivalent of junior high?
All part of the plan. That was the best way I could think of to get your attention. If I'd asked you to do something like fight for justice, I knew you'd never listen.
You can say that again.
So that was a school. Yes, it was. But it was only a small portion of a school. Really? Then it's actually much bigger than that?
We're getting Elizabeth up in here.
Yes. Have you really never been outside before? Well, that's... I didn't mean to embarrass you. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Thinking back on it, they kept me from leaving the dorm at first, too. Do you also go to school, sister? I did. But after this spring, I won't be going anymore. Huh? How come? All your friends go. They are your friends, right? You like to be around them, don't you? Why? It's because well, I thought it over and it was my own decision. Oh, I see.
You know, I don't think Metis is a bad person at all. No, not really bad. More like...
We've been taking her so seriously up till now, but she's just a kid inside, isn't she?
Maybe so.
I never know when I can talk during those scenes, because when I'm doing post-con, like as I'm playing, I don't pause to allow myself to talk. I just go through the scene as it should, so I just sort of have to sit here and be like, yep, this is the scene that's taking place. I'ma just sit here twiddling my thumbs. But it's alright, so I really run out of stuff to say, and we're at the end now, so yeah. I just want to say quickly before we end, I'm gonna have another, like episode, shall we say, like the last one, where I think it's episode 20, when the game says to me, okay, grind, and I'm sitting there like, no, I have 24 hours of my game save. 4 hours have been the game. 20 have been grinding. I'm not going to grind. And then I beat my head against a brick wall for grinding for another 2 hours or 3 hours. And then I do it. So yeah, this game wants you to grind and will punish you for not grinding. So enjoy.